From barbershop to an absolute football empire. From a barbershop to the throne of Europe, the epic story of Real Madrid Untold Secrets. From an amateur team to an empire. No one could have imagined that the club that began by buying a ball from donations of the crowd would become the best club of the 20th century and include names like Di Stéfano, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Zinedine Zidane. All of this began with the dream of a group of young men in a humble barbershop and their insistence on defying the impossible. The beginning from a barbershop. The idea of Madrid Club was launched in simple places far from palaces or luxurious stadiums. The first founding meeting took place in the back room of the La Ensenanza, or El Capricho, clothing store in Madrid in 1897. Then the founders later gathered in a humble barbershop and cafe to make their decisions. A core of students and academics. Students and professors at the free educational institution returning from Cambridge and Oxford formulated the initial idea of the club, the true founder, the man forgotten in history. Although Juan Padros is considered the official founder, the real credit goes to Julian Palacios, the club's first president in 1900, who resigned after 2 years due to financial disagreements, beginning the Padros era. Founding presidents and early management. Juan Padros, first president, 1902 to 1904, and his brother Carlos Padros, followed by Juan de Banis, 1904 to 1908, who invented the annual share system to secure financing. Multiple early names. Football Sky and Nueva Sociedad de Football, and after several internal splits due to organizational disagreements, on March 6, 1902 the name Madrid Football Club was chosen unanimously. Less than a month later, on April 18, 1902, the club statutes consisting of 22 articles were submitted to the authorities and officially approved on April 22 by José Sánchez Guerra, civil governor of Madrid. The monthly membership fee was set at 2 pesetas, and the white shirt was chosen. 3 days after official founding, the first friendly match was held among club members themselves, where players split into a blue team and a red team. Juan Padros chose to play for the Blues, while Carlos took on the role of referee in an exciting match that witnessed the birth of the spirit of competition within the club. First title won. Madrid won its first title in 1903, the Madrid Regional Championship, opening a record of achievements that has not stopped to this day. Real Madrid stadiums. The club's first stadium was the Campo de O'Donnell, a dirt field with room for 500 spectators. Players changed in nearby shops and collected donations from the crowd to buy balls. The club moved between several fields in its early years before settling at the wooden Chamartin Stadium in 1924 with capacity of 8,000, which saw Real's first official league goal in 1931. The white kit, the secret of the color that terrified opponents. The club chose white as an official kit color in 1902 as a symbol of purity and strength, but it was not merely an aesthetic choice. Legend has it that white was chosen because it was the cheapest fabric at the time, as color materials cost more. The seed of the King's Cup. In May 1902, Madrid organized a tournament to celebrate King Alfonso Xi's coming of age, the first seed of the King's Cup competition that ignited the spirit of national rivalry. The rivalry with Barcelona begins from day one. On May 13, 1902, the new club played its first official match against Barcelona in the Copa de la Coronation, which later became the King's Cup. They lost 3-1, but this match sparked the Clásico rivalry, the fiercest in world football. First match and first scandal. The club's first official match took place on March 9, 1902 against New Club de Football and ended 1-1. Madrid took the lead through Juan Padros. The club participated in the first 2 editions of the King's Cup in 1903 and 1904. Real Madrid won its first Copa del Rey in 1905, but the tournament was full of scandals. In one match, the referee refused to award a goal to the opposing team. The crowd stormed the field and attacked him, leading to the result being annulled and the match replayed. The civil war when the stadium became a prison, and the club president was executed there. During the Spanish Civil War, 1936 to 1939, the Chamartin Stadium was turned into a temporary prison, and club president Rafael Sanchez Guerra was executed by firing squad by Franco's forces. After the war, the club rose from the ashes under the leadership of Santiago Bernabéu, who turned it into a global legend. Unknown secrets. The first foreign player at Real Madrid was the Englishman Arthur Johnson in 1902, who served as both player and coach simultaneously. The club's first crest featured the letters MFC embroidered in purple, not the golden crown known today. There was one woman among the founding members, Julia Padros, sister Juan and Carlos, who secretly helped fund the club because the male-dominated society at the time did not accept women's participation in sports. The first goal in their history was scored by the Englishman John Harrison. Royal recognition. Despite its youth, Madrid demonstrated a high level of performance. The team won 4 consecutive Copa del Rey titles between 1905 and 1908, attracting the attention of King Alfonso XIII. In 1920, the king granted the club the title Real, meaning royal in Spanish. Since then, the club's name has been Real Madrid, and the royal crown was added to its crest, a symbol of pride that the club carries to this day. Sacrifices of the founding players. Those first players were not professionals. They worked in various jobs and sacrificed their free time and money out of their passion for football and for Real Madrid. Santiago Bernabéu, the true architect of the legend. One cannot speak of Real Madrid's history without mentioning Santiago Bernabéu. He became club president in 1943, and during his more than 3-decade tenure, he transformed Real Madrid Stadium fitting the club's ambitions and began building the new Chamartin Stadium, inaugurated in 1947, and later named Santiago Bernabéu in his honor. The era of legends and European dominance. Under Bernabéu's leadership, Real Madrid enjoyed a golden age in the 1950s and 1960s. The club signed some of the world's best players such as Alfredo Di Stefano, Ferenc Puskás, Francisco Gento, and Raymond Kopa. Real Madrid dominated the European Cup by winning it 5 consecutive times from 1956 to 1960, a feat no other club has repeated to this day. These successive victories cemented Real Madrid's name as one of the greatest clubs in football history. Challenges and return to the top. Real Madrid went through periods of challenge and relative decline in later decades, but always came back stronger to assert its place among the elite. The club continued to win domestic and continental titles and attracted new generations of talented players. Club of the Century 5 Crazy Secrets. Forward-looking vision ahead of everyone. Legendary stadium built despite poverty and unwavering faith. Meticulous contracts Di Stefano. Puskás contracts beyond reason. Culture winning no room for humility, either victory or pride in the attempt. Smart diplomacy relations with FIFA and clubs, and a global expansion map. The continuing legacy. To this day, Real Madrid remains one of the most successful and popular clubs in the world. The club boasts a global fan base and a crest that strikes fear into the hearts of rivals. The story of its creation from humble beginnings to royal recognition and the era of legends is a testament to the founder's passion, leader's vision, and players' talent who wore the historic white shirt. From a simple salon to a cathedral, the world admires Real Madrid is not just a club, but an endless